Hey foodies and happy fall. This video I will be showing you how to make a fall themed charcuterie board using goodies from my fave, Trader Joe's. Adding fresh produce to my board is always my go-to. Not only does it add nice color variation, it adds to the aesthetic of everything, but it's a refreshing bite after that cheese and deli meat or whatever else you choose. So I'm using seasonal produce, Bartlett pears and Honeycrisp apples, and I like that I have the greens and the reds going on. So we're just cutting that into thin slices and then cutting the apples in half. The apples are really small, and so I thought that that was a cute, flair to add to the board. Next, we're slicing some cheese. I'm using sharp cheddar. You can use whatever cheese you like. If sharp isn't your thing, trade it out for a mild or a medium. Or if you want to change the cheese overall, feel free to do so as well. But I'm just slicing them, making sure those pieces don't get stuck together. And then now we're moving on to our turkey. The protein of choice was the Applegate smoked turkey breast slices, of course from Trader Joe's. I began by rolling them, but as you can see, the pieces began to break, so I did a different variation for the board, which you will see. But yes, you can do it however you like. The next variation I did was just simply folding them in half and then folding that half in half, and I think this choice is more aesthetically pleasing and it's easier to kind of lay out on the board once you assemble everything. One of my favorite parts about boards are the different variations of dips you can use. This was the pumpkin 4-cheese Greek style dip. It was not my favorite, y'all. I will be honest. I was like, all right, let's try something new, but you all may like it. It was not my favorite, but this was the apple cider fruit spread. It was so delicious. It had pieces of apple. It had those spices that cider has. As you can see, I'm just putting them into ramekins and then tossing them to the side to prepare the fruits. To keep the fruit from browning, I simply added some water to a bowl, added some lemon for some citric acid, and then tossed those pears and that apple right into the bowl. And then we're just gonna let that hang out until we need them for the board. Feel free to use whatever kind of board you like. I wanted to use this circular tray just to switch things up, but I began by putting my placeholders, so my turkey and my cheese, and then I'm just assembling them into some fun kind of arrangements. You can do this again however you like. There is no right or wrong way to arrange a charcuterie board. You just want to make it as aesthetically pleasing as possible. Next, you want to put your ramekins on the tray because you want them to have a set position. That way you can arrange everything else around them. You want to make sure you're switching up the kind of crackers you're using. Ritz are fine, don't use saltines, y'all, on a charcuterie board, but keep it fun. I'm using these bite-sized sea salt crackers from Trader Joe's, and then I'm also going to be adding some sweetness with these teeny tiny pumpkin spice pretzels. I found them when I was grocery shopping at Trader Joe's, and I was like, this would be a really nice addition to the board. They were so delicious. I had to keep myself from eating them while I was arranging this. Next, we're using the orange flavored dried cranberries from Trader Joe's. Again, these are one of my favorite go-tos to add to my granola, to cereal, or just to snack on, but I was like, these are a perfect fall addition because of the orange and the cranberry flavors. Next, we're adding the honey goat cheese Chèvre from Trader Joe's. I'm just, smoothing this on out for us, and this is it, so you can see it. Take a screenshot if necessary. All right, next we're adding some multicolored organic carrots. I love the deep purple, the yellows, the whites, the oranges. I think it just adds, again, another element of color. We're also adding these brioche toasts. These are a 10 out of 10 cracker choice, y'all. If you are near Trader Joe's, please pick these up. I highly suggest them. They are so delicious. Also, you don't need to be by Trader Joe's to make this fall theme board. You can switch what I'm using out with whatever is in your nearest grocer or whatever else you'd like to use. There's no, again, right or wrong on how to make this board. Now I'm just arranging the pears and then adding some almonds right onto our board. I think the almonds are a really good filler. Sometimes you have these little empty pockets, and so that's what the almonds and craisins are really used for. All right, we're placing that fruit onto the tray, and then you want to make sure you dry it off from that water mixture before you place it onto the board. Again, we're just filling in empty spots, and then for the final touch, I'm just adding some thyme right to our goat cheese, and that is it, you guys. Again, you can do whatever you like. If you like to switch out the dips, the produce, the meat, add more cheese, make it bigger, make it a grazing table, do whatever you like but charcuterie boards are the perfect thing for entertaining, perfect for game days, perfect for any fall festivities you have going on, or really anytime during the year. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Make sure you subscribe to Zaza's Kitchen, and if you're interested in any of the products I use, they are listed below. Enjoy!